Good evening, ABL fans. I would like to welcome you guys to the first home game of the CLS Knights Indonesia in the 9th season of the
So play a game, improve on the things that went wrong, and redeem yourselves. So this is a good opportunity playing at home this time in front of their fans. Building a 15-point lead is no joke. So now they know that they got the two.
bounce back and get a win tonight.
Hong Kong really is one of the top teams, built as a top team. So they just have to really play their game and show their dominance.
So here are the keys to the game for CLS Knights. Pressure on the ball and then also ball movement
For the Eastern Long Lions.
That's going to be a big homework though for the CLS Knights Indonesia. Now we were looking at the standings. Hong Kong Eastern at 1-1 and CLS Knights Indonesia at 0-1. So this is going to be a big game for CLS Knights Indonesia because there are a lot of expectations for them from the off-season because they hired a couple of good players. So here are the previous games from Hong Kong. They lost 82-80 to the Formosa Dreamers after down by as much as 13 points. So that's going to be tough though when you down at home. And here's for the CLS Knights Indonesia. They lost 82-80, the same score after leading as much as 15 points and lost. So, if you're a coach from Hong Kong,
Give a position because I don't think you can push him out physically. So you have to move your feet, beat him to certain spots on the floor, and ultimately, all the 5 guys on the floor have to work together. Yes, definitely. Hong Kong will have to adjust their style of play, having Deguara on the floor. But having said that, they've also adjusted just jitters, you know.
Yeah.
But you always like playing at home. You want to feed off the energy of the crowd. You know, show what you got, make the crowd proud of you.
So the ball is up now. We see Brendan Monte. Wow, he's starting the offense for the CLS Knights. And we see now driving, and he goes up. Oh, blocked by Sam Degara. That's a big defensive play for Sam Degara.
Just a huge presence inside.
Adam Zhu missed a corner 3-point shot. Marcus Elliott with the ball, getting a screen from Eric Ferguson. They went straight to Degara with a soft touch around the rim.
Nice little roll to the basket by Deguara. Indonesia has collapsed earlier, beat Deguara earlier from the weak side for them to be able to stop that roll to the basket.
This is very interesting for CLS Knights Indonesia. Brandon Monte playing as a playmaker. And now Stephen Hurt, mid-range, short. As we know, Stephen Hurt struggling in the last game, shooting 4 for 17. So that's not a good start for Stephen, missing his first shot.
Hurt will have a very important role offensively. He will try to stretch out Deguara, trying to get him off the paint by hitting jump shots. But like I said, he needs to hit jump shots for Deguara to step out.
So we see now Jawado is on Marcus Elliott. And I think there's a foul, shooting foul for Marcus Elliott. He misses his first one. This is unusual for Marcus Elliott. He usually shoots really well from the line.
A lot of adjustments going on.
And he makes the second one. Hong Kong goes up 3-0 in the first minute of the game. We see now Wong Wei Long with the ball, guarded by Lee Ki. Pass it to Brandon Jawado. Jawado with a nice bounce pass from Stephen Hurt. Got blocked again now by Eric Ferguson. Eric Ferguson actually is a very good defender. I think he had 4 blocks in the last game, so watch out for him on the defensive end.
Very athletic.
And now they're trying to get back to Degara. And Degara is very aggressive in his first couple of minutes. Got blocked by Stephen Hurt. And now Eric Ferguson missed the layup.
Good defensive stand right there by Indonesia.
Wow, Degara, I think, escaped with a technical foul over there. He just kicked the ball to the A board. I think the ref missed that one, but we see Brandon Monte fouled by Adam Zhu, former New York University player.
NYU.
Wong Wei Long with a nice drive. I think that's what you want to see though from your player in the first couple of minutes. Be aggressive to the basket.
Yes. Well, a couple of times now, Indonesia tried to drive inside, but they got stuffed inside by the presence of Deguara and Ferguson. So what they got to do is continue to be aggressive, but when the defense clamps in, they need to find the open guys with the kick outs.
That's where you need Brandon Monte and Brandon Jawado to hit the open shots. And maybe also Maxi Esho, who could hit the stretch 4. He could hit the 3-point also. Two good free throws from Wong Wei Long.
That's a good sign for Wong Wei Long, hitting early free throws. That's a good sign to boost his confidence.
Now we see the guard. Nice inside pass to Eric Ferguson. He missed the chippy. Rebound by Maxi Esho. Stephen Hurt.
Hurt is really playing from the outside, trying to stretch out Deguara. He doesn't want to do anything with Deguara in the paint.
We see another good defensive play from Eric Ferguson with the steal and
what a move!
What a move with the side step. We see Eric Ferguson with the layup.
Cuffing the ball.
Yes.
Little hop, skip, and a jump. Finishing at the rim.
Trying to bounce back from a 9-point game after a big first game against the Zhuhai Wolfwurst. Now we see Stephen Hurt missed another open shot.
He has to keep on shooting that if that's the coach's prerogative for him to shoot from the outside, because they know that Deguara won't be closing out from distance.
Siliki against Wong Wei Long. Deguara on the post. Lost the ball. Nice defense from Maxi Esho.
Lots of physicality being allowed by the referees this game.
That's what we like though, Josh. You know,
Yep.
let the players play. Jawado. Nice bounce pass and a nice cut from Stephen Hurt with the dunk. So this might boost his confidence, with an easy layup.
Definitely. Anytime you see the ball go through the bucket, that's a good sign for your psychology.
That's a nice spin move from Marcus Elliott with the floater. Former final MVP also Marcus Elliott. So it's his probably the most valuable player for a Hong Kong team. We see now Maxi Esho on the post. A little bit mismatch against Marcus Elliott. Jawado with the open shot. Open three. He made it. This is a good sign also for Jawado because Jawado, after a 2-year off from professional basketball, so this is his first comeback in the professional league. So this is going to be good for him playing with the CLS Knights Indonesia.
I always like to see players, coming back from injuries and doing again what they love doing most.
Deguara, a tough shot over Stephen Hurt.
Over three players.
Now we see in the first couple of minutes that Hong Kong really trying to get the ball to Deguara, to the post.
Yeah, while he's fresh, they're trying to establish inside dominance.
We see Stephen Hurt.
Look at that. That was almost a tackle inside.
Another shot from Jawado and it's in. So Jawado with the 2 quick 3-pointers for the CLS Knights Indonesia. Coach Brian Rossum must be happy about this.
Jawado started the game aggressively, ready to shoot. You can see it in his eyes. The moment he catches the ball, he's ready to shoot.
Oh, Marcus Elliott answered with a layup. Jawado actually told me before the game that he wants to get 20 points in this game. So he's on pace for that right now.
You can see it. You can see it in his eyes that if he catches it, if he has some room, he's letting the ball go.
Now Wong Wei Long. Now Brendan Monte with this medium jumper. That's not his game though, actually, but he's more a slasher for CLS Knights Indonesia. But it's good though if he could hit a mid-range jumper for CLS Knights Indonesia. Maxi Esho on the break. Over. Foul by Sam Deguara. Maxi Esho with the second effort. That's what we like to see though, the energy from the CLS Knights players.
That's one way you can really counteract a bigger team is when you run the floor. So force turnovers, so get the rebounds and have all your guys running down the floor, have your bigs rim running, have your wing guys spreading right away, try to beat the defenders. But this is not a good sign for Hong Kong because a couple of possessions now, it's only Deguara who's actually defending by his loads of the paint. So his other teammates need to do a better job giving the effort in sprinting back so that Deguara will not get into foul trouble.
That's going to be very bad for Hong Kong if Deguara gets foul trouble so early because as we know that Eric Ferguson got 3 fouls in the first quarter in the last game. So Esho with 2 good free throws. Now Marcus Elliott walks the ball up. So now Brendan Monte on Eric Ferguson. Marcus Elliott trying to find a space. Pass it back to Deguara with the fade away.
But good job, Hurt is showing some strength right there. Deguara is trying to get inside position, but Hurt is able to hold his ground so far.
That's actually really good defense from Hurt.
I mean, he's not being overpowered by Deguara thus far. Deguara has been shooting a couple of fadeaway jumpers, and that's what you want to see if you're Indonesia.
We just hope that Sam doesn't get frustrated from the defense of Stephen Hurt because he might get a silly foul if he gets frustrated. So now Brendan Monte driving, Maxi Esho.
Hurt is open again.
And now Hurt hits the jump shot.
That's a smart move by Hurt. He missed the 3-pointer earlier, so now he takes a couple of steps inside because Deguara is not even thinking about closing out on him and having a hand up. So he casually takes a couple of steps inside, shooting an easier jump shot from there.
But other than Stephen Hurt making that shot, I like the way the ball moved though for CLS Knights Indonesia. So now turnover for Hong Kong Eastern. Coach Brian Rossum, former Charlotte Hornets player and Indiana Pacers. A new style because they were coached by Coach Coco last season. Now they're bringing in an import coach. So to put probably more knowledge to all these players. And we
Great
see-
one. That's her pistol action, trying to get that quick handoff. Putting her to that corner.
And now Stephen Hurd making a three-point shot from the corner for CLS Knights Indonesia, and they are up 17-11 with 3 minutes left in the first quarter. And now Degara had a good position inside with an easy shot.
Yeah. I know. I like it. I like it that Hurt made that three-point shot, but he celebrated a little bit, played to the crowd. That got him out of position, defending the guard right there.
Probably coach got mad because of that. Now Wong Wei Long with his first three-point shot, and he splashed it in. Wong Wei Long with a three-point shot.
Great ploy by Indonesia so far. Now the Guar is concerned about Hurt hitting jump shots.
Offensive foul. This is what I said about getting a silly foul. I think that's on Sam Degara, I think. We will see. Yes, offensive foul on Sam Degara. That his second. Now he has to go out from the game.
Let's see now. I think Elliott is not as comfortable playing with a dominant big man inside. He's just picking his spots to attack. But now that Sam Degara is out, look for Elliott to be extra aggressive.
Now they had their shooter, Chen Shu Wing, jersey number 8, coming in. And also CLS Knights have their backup big man, Firman Nugroho, coming in for Stephen Hurt. I think because Degar is out of the game. I think Coach Brian Rossum trying to get
Degar is still in.
Oh, Degar is still in. I'm sorry about that. Firman.
Shooting 3. So that's the game plan. You can see the game plan of Coach Rossum really is encouraging his big guys, his centers, to shoot from the outside to counteract the presence of the Guara there.
Do you think this is a big gamble though for Coach Edu Torres to still put in Degara on the floor with 2 fouls?
Definitely. Just one more foul and
He might sit until halftime.
he might regret it afterwards.
Corner shot from Chan Shu Wing, misses. Brandon Monte with the rebound. Now Brandon Jawada, who hits 2 3-pointer earlier, with a nice drive with a layup.
That might be the third foul of the big man. I don't know.
We will see. That's a good aggressive move by Brandon Jawada to attack the Hong Kong defense. Yes, that is the third foul for Sam Degara. And now we will see what Coach Edu Torres is going to do.
I just really don't know about that. Leaving your primary big man in there, with only 2 minutes, less than 2 minutes left of the quarter, leaving him there with 2 fouls. And, things happen in basketball. You sometimes can't help it. Even if you try to avoid fouls, you're susceptible to it.
I think that is a very smart move by Jawado too, looking at Degara inside, trying to attack his body to get his third foul. Jawado hits the first free throw. So I think he has 7 points now.
The Guar is still inside, staying in the ball game.
That is
3 fouls.
that is a very surprising move by Coach Edu
Very,
Torres.
very bold move, leaving the Giant in there with 3 fouls.
It's kind of a bad shot
Yeah,
selection
very-
for Wong Wei Long.
He had a little bit of shot clock pressure that time.
50 seconds left in the first quarter. The Knights is up 22-13 over the Hong Kong Eastern. Chan Shu Wing with a nice jump shot.
Pretty looking jump shot off that ball screen. Now they're calling 5. That means they're 1-2-2 zone or matchup zone right here.
Esho with a baseline jump shot.
It's working so far. Indonesia struggling to break that zone.
Elliott, nice pass to Ferguson with a nice layup.
That's the thing about the zone defense. You're susceptible. It's an automatic fast break formation. So if you don't sprint back well, if you're trying to break the zone, then you're susceptible to a lot of transition baskets.
Jawado take a quick shot,
Wow.
but he made it.
Talk about breaking the zone, huh? Just catch it and shoot it from deep.
That's the third three-pointer for Brandon Jawado in the first quarter. So now CLS Knights is up 25-17 in the first quarter over the Hong Kong Eastern as we take a timeout before we head into the second quarter.
Fer, makannya jangan mikir. Nih, piknik, gak bikin dulu.
Fit me, makan mie, jangan mikir.
And we are back for the second quarter for the game between CLS Knights Indonesia against Hong Kong Eastern. The score is right now 25-17.
In that first quarter, unbelievable.
Now they have to play without the Guara probably this whole quarter, but we will see if Coach Edu Torres is going to make another bold move, putting him in or not halfway through the second quarter. Elliott misses the three-point shot, rebound, and then now Chang Shi Wing.
This is where depth becomes an issue.
Chang Shi
So
Wing
now-
with the ball, and Marcus Elliott against Maxi Esho drive, a foul by Maxi Esho. Looks like a clean block.
But again, with Deguara out and not there clogging the paint offensively for Hong Kong, Elliott has a lot of room now to operate and do his thing. Close call, like you said. But again, I was saying earlier that this is where the depth issues of the Hong Kong Eastern Long Lions will come into play. Before they had 4 imports, now they only have 3. So their locals really will have to step in and provide them quality minutes, especially now they're an import down because of foul trouble this first half.
Now they got 2 local players coming in. Wu Chuk Pang, number 30, and Siu Kin Fun, number 24. As Marcus Elliott takes his second free throws, and he makes it. And now the score is 25-19 for the CLS Knights Indonesia. As we see now, Arif Hidayat comes in for CLS Knights Surabaya. And now we'll see Maxi Esho with the layup. He missed an open layup.
So sorry, misses.
And Stephen Hurd also missed the tip in for CLS Knights Indonesia. And Marcus Elliott passes to Siu Kin Fun, who loses the ball. And now Brendan Joado passes to Maxi Esho with the reverse layup. Misses the tough layup. He asked for the foul.
Lots of contact, but the refs aren't giving it. The refs has been consistent so far, so players have to adjust.
And now Eric Ferguson drives to the basket with the layup. He misses the layup, so we see a couple of missed layup right now at
What's
the
up?
game.
What's up with their bucket so far? There still seems to be a lid on the baskets right now.
And Eric Ferguson is mad about missing that layup right now. I see Brendan Joado with the ball.
Hong Kong continuing with their zone 1-2-2 zone defense.
Also, Sandy is in the game right now. Stephen Hurd drive. And now Maxi Esho, another layup. Foul by Siu Kin Fun. Or Wu Chuk Pon, number 30. Can we say a very quiet first quarter for Maxi Esho? Maybe now he's trying to get his stamp in the game in the second quarter with the free throw.
Esho has missed a lot of, has missed a number of easy shots for him, shots that he normally makes. But now that he's gets himself into the free throw line, that's a chance for him to settle down and get his rhythm.
He makes both of his free throws. Now we see Chan Shu Wing walks up the ball. And Elliott getting the ball on top, pick and roll. We see guarded by Sandy. Elliott pulls up and drags it in.
Again, Deguara out of the game. It's Elliott's time to take over.
Arif Hidayat passes to Brendan Joado. Joado to Esho. Esho to Sandy. Sandy with his first shot. A little bit short. And now Hong Kong trying to attack the basket. Elliott with the ball, guarded by Maxi Esho. We could say that a mismatch. Now guarded by Arif Hidayat. Siu Kin Fun with the three-point shot. That's what we would like. That's what they would like to see from their local players, hitting a big three-point shot for Hong Kong.
The locals are there. They should be ready to shoot and not try to create for others. They just, let Elliott create for them and just be ready to shoot. But ironically enough, with something got out of the ball game, Hong Kong is making their way back to the game before that shot by Sandy.
Answered right away.
Big shot by Sandy to break the run of Hong Kong.
Yes, now The Knights are up 30-25 with 7 minutes left in the second quarter. A nice pass from Chan Su Wing to Woo Chuk Pan, who rolled to the basket. Live from Gorkata Giant Surabaya, as we see Sandy with a big three-point shot with the contact off the timeout. That's a great play from Coach Brian Rossum.
Sandy being given confidence to shoot the ball. Hong Kong has been sitting on that zone, and the best way to bust a zone is to make your outside shots.
And now we just saw Woo Chik Pan miss the shot. Maxi Esho with the rebounds. You see Maxi Esho.
Hong Kong staying with that 1-2-2 zone.
They're trying to see if it's still gonna work for the next, and see now the zone works as Marcus Elliott comes out with the loose ball. Marcus Elliott trying to find a space with a jump shot. That's a quick jump shot though for Hong Kong.
Tough shot right there.
We see what the CLS Knights trying to do with the zone. Brandon Mounte, Arif Hidayat on top. Pick and roll with Stephen Hurt. Find Brandon Mounte in the corner. Maxi Esho, no space. 3 seconds violation for Maxi Esho.
With Deguara sitting down, Hurt is still playing. You know, the biggest guy for Indonesia is still playing outside in the three-point line. So I'd like to see him be active more in the paint, trying to get inside points. Now that, you know, he's probably the biggest guy out there right now.
Do you think that's because of the zone though? That's why he's not inside?
Well, you know, being the biggest guy, you can still attack the zone inside and have that inside presence.
Now Elliott, who is really aggressive with the jump shot now, misses. I think that's a push from the back from behind, from Eric Ferguson, a loose ball foul.
Elliott has been really forcing the situation so far, the last couple of possessions. I know that he's being called upon to take over, but you know, you gotta trust the system a little bit more, trust your teammates.
I think they need to go to Eric Ferguson, who scored 26 points in his first game against the Zhuhai Wolf Warriors. I think that will be a good option.
Yeah, they just have to run good offense.
Now we see CLS Knights Indonesia trying to pass the half court with 2 seconds left. Okay, now he did pass the half court with Maxi Esho. One way long, drive to the basket. Nice drop pass to Stephen Hurt. Missed another open layup.
But that's what you want to see, you know, Wong Wei Long dishing to Hurt, who is playing inside, and you want to see him try to get some inside points.
Now we see Hong Kong trying to start their offense. That's a nice shot from Woo Chik Pung.
It looks.
Sorry, that's Siu Kin Fun, number 24.
Yeah, you take charge of those names now.
I'm having a hard time, but
you know, partner, it looks to me like both teams are having an easier time shooting from the three-point line than making their layups right now.
So we might see some records tonight for the most three-point shots in the game. Esho with a nice spin move and finish it with a layup.
And Esho, he's like hearing us. What are you talking about our layups? Right there, finishing off a tough spin move and finishing right off contact.
Now we see what Hong Kong gonna do. Eric Ferguson with a medium jump shot. That's a good jump shot from Eric Ferguson.
Not the best of shot selections, but he makes it anyway.
That's when the coach says, no, 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 yes. One way long, pass it to Esho with a jumper, misses that shot. I think Stephen Hurt got to get that offensive rebound for CLS Knights Indonesia.
But you know, Hong Kong doing an admirable job, you know, from that zone defense, forcing misses and securing rebounds, even though they don't have their big guy inside.
Skip pass from Eric Ferguson to
Chan.
To Chan Su Wing, who misses the shot. We see Brandon Monte driving. Double dribble. That's the call from the referee.
Some sloppy basketball so far. Both teams have been forcing issues, have been, you know, attacking out of position. You know, they just have to settle down, both squads, and just run their stuff offensively and try to execute, move the ball like they did in the first quarter.
But that's not really Brandon Monte's game, driving to the lane. Now we see Marcus Elliott pass it to.
Wow, some shooting so far.
To Lau Salai, who just came into the game and hit a jump shot. So now Knights trying to get out from this slump, offensive slump. We see Eric Ferguson with the foul.
I think that was an offensive foul right there.
We will see what the
By-
ref's trying to call.
Offensive foul on Furman, I think.
Oh, okay. Yes, that's a good call, Josh.
He was trying to get position, but he had two hands on his defender, pushing him inside.
No, we see that Hong Kong import players are surrounded by shooters. Marcus Elliott. Pass it. Wow, that's a tough fadeaway from Xiu Kin Fun. Jawado. Pass it to Wong Wei Long. Trying to get it to Firman, but they couldn't.
Furman feels he has a mismatch right there.
Yes.
That's why he's been trying to get inside position.
Yes, the bang is open for Wong Wei Long. I don't know if he called bang or not.
I'm telling you, the floodgates are open. I don't know what it is about this game. Both teams have been waxing hot from the outside.
Now Eric Ferguson trying to score from the inside. That's a great defense from CLS Knights Indonesia. Ferguson said he got contact from Maxi Asho, the ref, not giving him the call.
Like I said, yes, there's been a lot of contact and physicality in the game right now. But to the referee's credit, they have been consistent both ways. So that's, as a coach, that's all you can ask for. Consistency from the referee. So they've been consistent in not calling these fouls inside. The physicality has been letting go by the referees. So it's just up to the players to adjust.
They're gonna play through context now.
Through contact or move the ball well, not try to force things.
Now we see Maxi Asho loses the ball to Xiu Kin Fun. Pass it to Leaky. Another bang shot. I think the bang is really open right now.
It's something about this game, I'm telling you, Rocky.
I wouldn't know how many 3 points they make already right now. Leaky has been struggling though from the 3-point shot these first two games. So Wong Wei Long almost extended the 3-point shot. Now we see number 88, Lau Silai, airball, a 3-point shot. Leaky. We see what Leaky trying to do. Pass it to Lau again in the corner. Nice fake. That's a good shot from Lau, but he misses the 3-point shot. Another offensive rebound for Hong Kong. This is their third chance under a minute in this game.
But you know, three 3-point attempts and 3 chances.
That's not a good. And we see Jawado aggressive, fouled by number 14, Tang Chi Hung.
I mean, I personally believe right now Jawado is the best player so far in this game. He's been playing the best. He's been consistent. He's been very effective in his jump shots and his attacks to the basket. And he's been playing really good defense too.
That's good to hear though for a lot of Indonesian fans about Jawado being the best player. But as you said that, he airballed a 3-point shot.
It slipped.
I mean,
I saw it. It slipped. It slipped. His hands are red. But
Yeah.
what do you call that? Well, that's the announcer's curse or something like that.
Yes, you just jinxed.
Come on, Brandon Jawado. After I built you up like that,
You just jinxed Brandon Jawado
You-
from the free throw
you
line.
give me an air ball.
Hopefully not.
That's better now.
That's better now. I was just about to say not two air ball. 39-38 right now. We will see what Coach Edu Torres got of a timeout. Nice drive from Elliott, but he misses the layup. And Lau, he misses the jump shot.
That 88 Lau guy has been really aggressive. I'm loving his aggressiveness.
He's not shy.
Yeah,
I think he has the green light from Coach Edu Torres. We see Jawado misses the 3-point shot.
Last shot time now for Hong Kong.
We will see what they're trying to go. I think they should go to Eric Ferguson. Oh no, Eric is not even on the floor. We see. Hopefully they're gonna go to Marcus Elliott.
Elliott, yeah.
We will see what they got.
Chance for Hong Kong to take the lead
Yes.
before going to the half.
Oh, that's a sloppy basketball from Hong Kong. We see Brandon Jawado open lane with the layup at the buzzer. The CLS Knights Indonesia are up 41-38 at halftime. often turnover. Now Jawado got an easy layup. (41-38). Josh, how you liking that first half?
Lots of action so far, lots of emotions from the bench, from coaches, from teammates, asking to pass the ball from each other, but great shooting first half by both teams.
Makan mie jangan mikir. Nih, Fitri, gak bikin gendut.
Fit me, makan mie, jangan mikir.
Makan mie jangan pakai mikir. Nih, Fit me, 50 kalori doang. Bisa gitu.
Fit me, makan mie, jangan mikir.
Kin Fun starting in the third quarter, who scored 6 points in the first half, and I think we also have number 30 Woo Chuk Pan, who scored 2 points in the first half. So now we see Stephen Hurt on top, passes to Maxi Esho, who got a nice post position with a nice layup.
Good little set there, diagonal screen for Esho to get him in the post. Right now, Esho is CLS's best post threat.
Esho got 6 points. I think Coach Brian Rossum trying to get him going in the third quarter, and then we see now number 24, Siu Kin Fun, fouled while he's driving to get a layup.
I like it. Again, the Hong Kong locals have really been aggressive that time, beating Jawato off the dribble. Number 24, Su, beating Jawato off the dribble, forcing the foul.
And now he's gonna shoot a two free throws. Misses the first one. I think his hands is wet.
It's again, it's the temperature of the floor right now in the stadium is quite high. Lot of humidity, lot of heat, so that can lead to very moist basketballs.
Now the second free throws, he makes it, and the Knights are still up 43-39. Just 30 seconds into the third quarter. You see Brandon Monte.
Again, Esho with the matchup, he wants to attack.
Now we see Stephen Hurt trying to take advantage inside with a nice hook shot.
Again, Hurt for me is interesting. He's there standing in the three-point line, even when in that post-up move he started from the three-point line.
Now we see Marcus Elliott misses a layup. Esho, nice pass to Brandon Monte but he misses the layup. That's a tough layup for Brandon Monte, trying to get a contact. Now we see Eric Ferguson pass it to Lee Key. Lee Key back to Lee Key now. Marcus Elliott with a three-point shot.
Good ball movement, good passing. Just wasn't able to knock down that three.
Jawado loses the ball, picks it up by Marcus Elliott. Pass it to Eric Ferguson, drive to the basket with a layup over Brandon Monte. And now Eric Ferguson trying to be aggressive in the third quarter. He had 6 points in the first half, so that's his 8 points. Way long, a little bit forcing that floater, I think, on the baseline.
Again, some rush attacks from CLS, not good balance. Fortunately for them, got bailed out by that foul from Lee Key.
Second half is always big for CLS Knights because, as we know, last season they had a big lead always in the first half and then lose it in the second half. Do you think what happened in between that first half and the second half is usually a team going through?
And sometimes you relax, you stay away from what you're doing, or the other team adjusts and you fail to counter adjust.
And now Esho stretched the lead to 7 points after that 3-point shot. And this is a good sign though for CLS Knights Indonesia. Esho and Lee Ki answer it right away with his 3-point shots, and as we see, they are still hot.
Yeah, the hot shooting continues. Let's see if they keep it up the rest of the ball game.
And now Brendan Jawado drive it, kick it out to Maxi Esho, who pass it to Stephen Hurt. Back to Wei Long now. Esho with the 3-point shot over Eric Ferguson, and it bounces in.
Lots of contact from that shot, but good setup from Wong Wei Long.
That's 3 straight 3-point shots from both teams.
Could have been, that was a potential 4-point play. That was a lot of contact from that 3-point release.
And the ref still consistent, letting the players play, as we see number 30, Woo Chuk Pan, getting a 3-point play. Wow, this is
Good
fast
ball.
pace, Josh.
Good, lots of action, lots of made baskets. That's what we like to see. But because Leaky made his prior 3-point shot, that forced Hurt to step out, leaving his man open, cutting inside.
And I think that foul was on Esho. And now we see Woo Chuk Pan misses his free throw. We're back at 51-46 for CLS Knights Indonesia. 3 minutes in the third quarter. Stephen Hurt pass it to Brendan Jawado, who was hot in the first half. And now Wong Wei Long with an open 3-point shot. Wow.
That's his shot. Wong Wei Long will not miss a lot of those. Wide open, his feet set. Great stroke from the point guard.
This is going to be a high-scoring game, I think. Wow, that's a nice look from Marcus Elliott to Woo Chuk Pan, who was really open underneath the basket.
Hurt and Wong Wei Long were unable to communicate in that back screen.
And now we see Wong Wei Long trying to direct the offense, pass it to. And that's another good pass,
Lots of contact there.
but a good block from Eric Ferguson, who blocks Maxi Esho, who's trying to dunk the ball.
Wow, that was a lot of contact in that. The referees are really letting the action continue, letting a lot of contact go.
That was a really good pass too,
Yeah,
to Esho.
And that's how you break the zone. Again, like I said, get it to the gut of the offense, the gut of the defense, hit the high post, hit the short corner, and almost got a good shot out of that.
And we see Coach Edu Torres
He
very-
wanted a deliberate foul call because Hurt wasn't going for the ball when he tried to stop that fast break.
He is, as we know him, very animated.
You know that Spanish blood full of emotions.
Yes. And we see now the big man is back.
3 seconds.
3 seconds, Sam Deguara.
Sam Deguara is having a real long night. Nothing working for the Giants so far.
He has 6 points and 3 fouls and 1 block shots. And now CLS Knights Indonesia back on offense. Brendan Jawado dribbles the ball, pass it to Esho in the corner, loses it, but recover it and make the reverse layup.
Wow, great control by Esho. Walking the tightrope, trying not to step out of bounds, and able to use his length and and athleticism to finish with a reverse.
That's not an easy move for a 6'8" forward.
Yeah, wow.
And we see now they're trying to go to the guard, but they can't. Eric Ferguson in the corner against Esho, dribbles the ball, drive it in with a pull-up jump shot. He misses, but the guard with the offensive rebounds. We see Stephen Hurt having a hard time trying to box out Sam Deguara. But Brian Rossa must be happy with Stephen Hurt, though. He's working hard underneath the basket.
But to Deguara's credit, now this is where he can pick up his ball game, not try to force things. Maybe get points from offensive rebounds like that, and not just try your best to post up all the time.
Marcus Elliott to Lee Ki, who dribbles in with the floater. Deguara loses the ball. Now a little bit of rush from CLS Knights Indonesia offense, way long with a.
CLS just really been taking advantage of the Eastern Lions turnovers, and they're able to get some easy baskets so far. But right now, Deguara hasn't been in the swim of things for Hong Kong.
Oh, we just saw Eric Ferguson miss a wide open 3-point shot. And now, is it the fourth foul for Sam Deguara?
Could be the fourth foul. You know, the big man got the ball, but he brought it down just enough for Hurt to tangle him up. I'd like to see him keep the ball up and be strong. Yeah, he got the ball down to his waist. That enabled Hurt to strip it, and that was a good strip from Hurt.
As Stephen Hurt is playing a great game right now for CLS Knights Indonesia after struggling in the first game.
So Deguara will probably just try to play as long as he can with 4 fouls. You know, one more, and he's out of here.
I'm really surprised though that Coach Edu Torres not saving him for the fourth quarter.
Well, maybe I think because Eddie Torres saw that they are actually playing better when Deguara is hitting, at least for this game. So he's not as worried.
That's true. As we see Marcus Elliott scores, and now a silly turnover, I
Again,
guess.
one of these sloppy things that's been happening in this second half right now. That's just carelessness.
I mean, like,
Turnover from inbounding the ball.
CLS Knights Indonesia needs to learn how to close games if they want to be successful in this league.
You're right. Just, you know, you can't have this sloppiness continue.
As we see now, the ref, I think, trying to work on the shot clock. They say 14th. So Hong Kong gonna work with a 14-second shot clock. Leaky inbounding the ball to Marcus Elliott, guarded by one-way long, screened by Sam Deguara. Marcus Elliott trying to find Eric Ferguson in the corner. Deguara kicks it out to Eric Ferguson with the pull-up jump shot at the buzzer. He missed it though.
The post-up play is not really working for Deguara and the Hong Kong Knights, the Hong Kong Long Knights so far. I'd like to see them get some high-low opportunities trying to get Deguara in the middle of the paint.
And Stephen Hurst pulls up from the 3-point shot. Eric Ferguson misses the rebound. And now Leakey got the ball back for Hong Kong. And the referees...
A little bit of confusion here, referees conferring. But that's what I want to see. If I'm a coaching out there, if there's a questionable call, I'd like to see the referees get together, talk about it, what they saw collectively, and come to a decision.
And I think the referees in these games are doing a remarkable job.
Yeah, there's some argument there, close call, but it really looked like Wong tapped it out.
So now we're back on offense for Hong Kong. Lee Kee pass it to Deguara at the post. Marcus Elliott make a cut, but Deguara keeps it to himself and get the 3-point play.
Finally, just by sheer will and just by all those chances Deguara is getting, finally get something inside. But really, CLS Knights are doing a good job clogging the paint and making it as difficult as possible for Sam Deguara to score.
Deguara having a tough night in Surabaya right now. We see him taking the free throw. Deguara misses his free throw, but Eric Ferguson got the offensive rebound. The Knights forgot to box out, and we see Esho with a big block on Deguara, but Jawado fouled Deguara on the second chance. And I think that's a good foul though from Jawado, preventing Deguara from having an easy layup.
No easy points for Deguara, and that's to Indonesia. To Indonesia's credit, they're really scrambling, playing him physical.
But Deguara now can get the lead, can trim the lead to 2 points if he makes his 2 free throws. He makes his first one.
And let's not forget, I know we're talking about Deguara being in foul trouble with 4 right now, but Hurt for Indonesia has 3 himself, so he has to watch out. They still have the 4th quarter to go to, and it's a tight ball game. It'll be a big blow if Hurt gets his 4th foul.
And Deguara makes both free throws, and now the Hong Kong Eastern is only down by 2 points, 56-54.
And this is what you're talking about, the second half meltdown propensity of the CLS Knights.
And now Monte Brandon couldn't go through the baseline, pass it back to Maxi Esho, kicks it out to Monte Brandon with a spin move. Good hands from Adam Zhu.
They just need better direction on their offense right now. It seems for Indonesia, it seems that whoever gets to touch the ball tries to attack right away and tries to see if he can create for himself.
And now Sandy comes in the game for Brendan Jawado. And
Only 5 seconds.
Only
Stephen
5
Hurt is open. Stephen Hurt is open. He's not passing the ball.
Asho with the misses. He misses the 3-point shot with the shot clock going down. And now Leakey passes it to Degara on the post. Kicks it out to Marcus Elliott with the pull-up jump shot. Marcus Elliott rarely missed that shot. That was really open for Marcus Elliott. But he got the rebounds. And now he drives it in with the left-handed layup. He missed it. And now CLS Knights Indonesia trying to go back to their offense. Stephen Hurt, open 3-point shot. They forgot about Stephen Hurt.
He will always be open because Degara is matching up with him.
But he misses the open 3-point shot.
Another chance for Hong Kong now to tie this ball game up or take the lead.
And now we saw a foul on Sunday, I think, on the baseline.
And I think they're in the bonus. Those are free throws.
And this is what I'm talking about, CLS Knights
yeah.
Indonesia in the second half.
Not being smart.
Yeah, they have to play smarter. I mean, they have to know that Hong Kong is in the bonus right now. I mean, CLS Knights in the bonus, and there's going to be free throws for Hong Kong, for Adam Zhu, who also played for the Hong Kong national team. Adam Zhu going to be a big part for this Hong Kong team, though, because he has some NCAA experience.
We know he's smart. You know, it's no joke studying in NYU. That's no joke. He's a smart person, and he can ball.
And now he could tie the game with his free throw.
If you remember, before the start of the ball game, one of the keys to Indonesia's game was ball movement. And they were successful with that in the first half. But right now in this third quarter, they've been forcing things and not having a lot of ball movement in their offense.
Now we see Firman on the post against Marcus Elliott. Pass it out. Bad pass. Stolen by Eric Ferguson, who takes it to the rim. And he makes the layup. And now Hong Kong Eastern got the lead. 57-56 over the CLS Knights Indonesia with 90 seconds left in the third quarter. Another strip by Lee Kee, but he fouled Arif Hidayat while Arif trying to put a layup.
Again, the go-ahead basket by Hong Kong came from Indonesia's turnover. Again, Indonesia has been shooting themselves in the foot. Even in this play, I know they're going to the free throw line this possession, but there was no, there was no passes in that possession. Just one guy getting the ball and driving to the basket.
So it's a lot of one-on-one basketball now for CLS Knights Indonesia as Arif Hidayat with the free throw. Arif Hidayat trying to get the lead back for CLS Knights Indonesia now with his free throw. And he makes it 58-57. The lead backs to CLS Knights Indonesia.
Remember, Indonesia is in the penalty right now. They have to defend the last minute and a half without fouling.
And Marcus Elliott goes aggressively to the basket, but he misses the floater. Eric Ferguson with another offensive rebounds for Hong Kong Eastern. And now Marcus Elliott trying to attack the basket again. Pass it to Eric Ferguson with the jump shot. And he misses the jump shot. Rebound by Brandon Monte. Pass it almost another turnover for CLS Knights Indonesia.
Just gotta settle down. You know that you have the offense, you got the personnel to do really well. So if you just settle down and not rush things, not force things, then good things will happen for you.
I think this is where leadership gonna come from maybe Maxi Asho for CLS Knights Indonesia. And now Asho one-on-one against Adam Zhu. Nice defense from Zhu. Turnaround jump shot by Asho. It was kind of out of control.
Not a lot of space for him. His spacing wasn't good for Indonesia that time.
And now Hong Kong, wow. Eric Ferguson with the big basket and one. And now we see Eric Ferguson got a chance to put his team up by 2 from the free throw line. And they also got maybe a 2-for-1.
Yes, that's something big.
And this is going to be a momentum shift for Hong Kong Eastern if they can finish this 39 seconds left in the third quarter with a strong play. I think the ball is wet.
I don't think he can do that. They gotta call a violation there. 10 seconds or so.
I don't know what they're arguing.
Okay, they allowed it. They let it go.
Ferguson with the free throw, and he makes it. And now Hong Kong Eastern is up 60-58 over CLS Knights Indonesia with 39 seconds left. Let's see what CLS Knights Indonesia gonna do in this next offensive trip.
Important for Hong Kong not to foul because the possession will return to them before the end of this quarter.
Brendan Monte against two defenders right now. Pass it to Firman. Out of his comfort zone, but that's what I'm saying. He's gonna lose the ball, but back to CLS Knights. They recover the ball. Maxi Asho short on the 3-point shot.
Last shot for Hong Kong. They gotta know the time.
Adam Zhu pass it to Chen. Chen with a tough shot, and now that's the end of the third quarter with the score of 60-58 for Hong Kong Eastern.
High emotion game so far.
Maxi Asho. So we are set for a tight fourth quarter, Josh.
Ini jangan pakai mikir. Nih, Fit Mi, 50 kali doang. Bisa gitu.
Fit me. Makan mie, jangan mikir.
Okay, Josh, we are back for the last quarter. So we see that Maxi Asho with 16 points so far for CLS Knights Indonesia as their leading scorer, and Eric Ferguson with 13 for Hong Kong.
Exciting ball game so far. Can't wait for this fourth quarter. Lots of action in this game.
So we see Lee Ki open the quarter with a 3-point shot.
And lots of quality shooting from both teams. Wow, I didn't think they could sustain it, but they're proving me wrong so far.
And now they got the biggest lead with 5 points for Hong Kong. We will see how CLS Knights Indonesia, and as I was about to say that, Brendan Monte with a 3-point play.
If you're an Indonesian fan, that's what you want to see. That time in that single possession, you saw 5-6 passes by Indonesia before getting that attempt. So they should just continue to do that, continue their ball movement because they have a lot of talent on the floor right now. So use that talent, to their advantage by moving the ball, providing a lot of space for each other and just execute it correctly.
After going scoreless for 3 quarters, Brendan Monte has his points now. He got 3 points now, and Hong Kong Eastern still holding to a 63-60 lead over CLS Knights Indonesia. Lee Ki, a little bit unbalanced right there. And then pass it.
Good
he loses
hands.
the ball.
Great deflection right there.
Yeah, steals from Maxi Asho. Asho going one-on-one with Adam Zhu with a up and under layup. Maxi Asho, showtime.
Asho with the crossover, putting shoe in skates.
That was a very good move from Asho for CLS Knights Indonesia, and it's a tie game, 63-63. Good ball movement from Hong Kong. Another turnover from Hong Kong and CLS Knights Indonesia as well. Shot from Chan, misses an open shot, and now probably they're gonna slow it down for a little bit for a good offense.
Good decision right there to slow it down. Watch it. Ooh, almost. He almost had a backcourt violation there.
That was really close. Stephen Hurd goes to Asho. Open dunk from Asho. And CLS Knights Indonesia back with the lead, 65-63. A little miscommunication, I think, on that defense.
But that's the thing. If you move the ball, if you set good screens, you can force miscommunication from the defense.
Another steals and the dunk for Brandon Monte. And now the crowd is hype after that dunk. And CLS Knights Indonesia with a 4-point lead, 67-63, as the Hong Kong Eastern takes a timeout.
In that little 2-minute stretch that Indonesia was able to capitalize. So now, good timeout by their coach, Coach Torre, to try to settle down his team, make sure they're able to execute and take good shots.
So Ferguson under rim misses the shot. Brandon Monte with the rebound. I think now CLS Knights Indonesia putting more pressure on the ball.
Maybe it's a good time now to put Sam Degara in for Hong Kong. Nothing's working for them offensively. In the meantime, Indonesia executing well on offense. They're setting good screens and they're moving the ball.
And now Stephen Hurt with the mismatch and the soft touch around the rim.
That's great execution. Setting that ball screen, getting the switch, and taking advantage of the mismatch of that switch. That's good basketball from the CLS Knights.
And now Marcus Elliott trying to bring his team back with the 3-point shot, but he misses it.
Another bad possession for Hong Kong.
Almost double dribble there by Stephen Hurt. Now Jawado see an open lane, take it to the rim, misses it, but he got an offensive rebound. He won't miss that one, as the Knights is on the run right now. 71-63 lead for the CLS Knights Indonesia.
Elliott looks really tired right now. He didn't even try to rebound that basketball. He's just there, grabbing his knees and not being able to move.
Still got 6 minutes, 45 seconds left. Marcus Elliott got to find a way to finish this game.
This is a crucial moment for Hong Kong. They need to be able to stop this run, or else this lead might get out of hand in this fourth quarter. They gotta start executing well.
And now we see Marcus Elliott goes to the bench, and now Arif Hidayat calls for the foul. 8 points now, the lead for CLS Knights Indonesia with 6:38 left in the game.
Degara is back in the game, and this is where they'll need his stabilizing presence, his dominance in the paint.
And now we see
good
Hong
execution.
Kong
Because of Degara's presence, Indonesia was so concerned about him rolling to the basket that the defense sucked in too much, and that left that shooter wide open for that shot.
And that was Lau for Hong Kong who hits the shot. To stop the bleeding for Hong Kong. And now Stephen Hurd with the behind the back pass to Jawado. Jawado kicks it out to Arif Hidayat with the 3. He misses the 3-point shot.
Good shot though. I like the ball moving. There was a lot of passes in that possession. So that's good for the CLS Knights. As long as they don't give up turnovers and give up fast break points, they'll be good.
And now Eric Ferguson he passes the 3-point shot. And now Lau misses the shot, but Degara couldn't handle the offensive rebounds. I think Coach Torres was asking
foul,
about the foul on Degara.
Because Degara was pushed out of bounds, so could have gotten the foul there.
And now Arif Hidayat starts the offense for CLS Knights Indonesia. Getting a screen from Esho. Pass Esho in the corner against Degara, one-on-one.
Degara though, I don't know why he's jumping off these up fakes. He can just raise his hands up and it's a good challenge. He doesn't have to jump.
And now Ferguson takes it to the basket and one.
These are the things that the CLS Knights needs to avoid. It's okay, they get a shot up, they miss, but they gotta sprint back on defense. The only way Hong Kong can get back to them quickly is to give up quick points like that in transition.
And now CLS Knights Indonesia up 71-68 over Hong Kong as we take you guys to it.
Okay, just settle down. I know you tend to get your emotions high during crunch time. So the last 5 minutes, it's so close game. It's basically crunch time right now. So it's crunch time. It's basically execution. And if you're too hyped up, sometimes it's hard to execute. So settle down, trust your offense, trust your teammates, and your goal is just getting good shots every single time. Don't force things.
We will see if that's gonna happen in the next offensive trip.
And that's why Wong Wei Long is back. A little bit better point guard play for the CLS Knights.
And Brendan Joado pass it out to Wong Wei Long. Pass it to Stephen Hurt at the free throw line.
That's open against the zone. DeGuara will not be climbing from the bottom of the zone to challenge that free throw line jump shot. The guards of Hong Kong has to do a better job covering that if they want to stay in that 2-3 zone.
And now Hong Kong still without Marcus Elliott on the floor with 4:38 left. Sam DeGuara almost traveled there. We see Chan fouled by Wong Wei Long. That's only the third team foul for CLS Knights. They're still not in the bonus. 4-point game. CLS Knights Indonesia trying to close this game for their first home game. It's gonna be a big confident booster.
Oh, watch out.
Oh,
That's great anticipation.
and Brandon Monte with the layup.
Oh, that's good. You can do that.
You can do that.
Unless you hit the rim.
Oh,
If you touch the rim, then that's a violation. But if the ball hits the rim, you can tap it out.
I think the referee.
Yeah, it's FIBA rules. If the ball hits the rim, then you are allowed to tap it out after the ball hits the rim. Yeah, the guard is fine. The referees will talk about it and will come to a good decision. It's good now for both teams to come together. You know, it's very hectic. Both teams should come together and talk amongst themselves, because execution both offensively and defensively will be very crucial.
Hopefully they got the replay right here. Brandon Monte with a nice steal.
Great anticipation, though. So right here, it hits the rim first, and that's fair play. That's good.
That should be good.
The only argument the referees will have if the wrist of DeGuara hit the rim as he was tapping the ball out. But if it's clean, if he only hits the ball, then that's a good play. That should not count.
Yeah, that should not count. We'll see what the ref gonna say right here. Oh, wow.
Okay.
They say basket counts.
So if they say that DeGuara hit the rim, then should it count?
That could be a big play for this game, though. If Hong Kong loses by 2, you know. Edu Torres is not happy with that call at all.
You've been in the ABL longer than me, so if it's FIBA rules, it should be. If it's if there's different rules for the ABL, then it's something that has to be known.
We might need to talk to the referee after this
Yeah.
about that play, because they're the only one that knows about that call. So Marcus Elliott now trying to get Hong Kong back to the game. Eric Ferguson drive to the basket with a nice layup, and that's a good start if you want to go back to the game.
Good execution now, but in basketball, it's good to have short memory. Forget about that last play that went against you. Time now for you to execute on what's in front of you right now.
And now we're gonna see how the former
DeGuara!
DeGuara with the steal, and he
Dribbling the ball,
trying to go straight to the basket right now.
Wow,
We see now. I think Stephen Hurt called for a foul.
how about the big man anticipating getting in the passing lanes, Rocky? And then not just that, dribbling the ball down by himself. I was afraid for my life.
I think Coach Eddie Torres just happy he didn't turn the ball over.
I mean, Coach Eddie Torres already has his jacket off.
Yes.
If Sam DeGuara continues to make plays like that, he might have his shirt off by the time the game is finished.
But that was an amazing play though from
DeGuara, yeah,
a 7-2, 7-3 footer.
I think it's 7-5, man.
That's 7-5. Leaky. Now Marcus Elliott pass it to
Number
Siu,
24. Yeah.
24. Misses the shot, and I think Hong Kong gonna get the ball back. 75-71 for CLS Knights Indonesia.
They're doing, a good job boxing out DeGuara.
Stephen Hurt might get hurt right now.
Hurt is hurt.
Hurt is hurt. Elliott, the veteran, trying to lead his team back to the game. Leaky.
Oy. It was good execution, just
Moving.
over eager on that screen by number 24.
Moving screen by Siu. And CLS Knights Indonesia got the ball back. Still a long game though. 4-point game, but still 3 minutes 27 seconds left.
Again, gotta have short memory. That was a blow against your team. Short memory. Forget about it. Only down by 4 points. All you need to do is get a good stop and execute on the next possession. If you're the CLS Knights, you gotta take advantage of these things. You gotta execute well yourself.
And now Maxi Asho pass it to Brandon Monte on the wing. Back to Hurt trying to attack the Iguara with the layup. It misses the layup. A lot of commotion in the paint.
Shoving and pushing. Gotta
Yes.
play through it. 8 seconds left with the shot clock.
One way long with the jump shot.
Oh,
He makes it. And now CLS Knights Indonesia up 77-71 with 3 minutes left.
That's a good point guard for you. Knowing the situation, knowing the shot clock situation.
And the Iguara answered it right away. Actually, they counted one way long shot as a 3-point shot. So 78-71.
Do they review? They gotta review that.
I
But
don't-
it gotta be close.
I don't think it's reviewable.
Okay.
So now the Iguara had a chance to answer that 3-point shot with his 3-point play.
Yeah. So good, solid, quick attack to counter that 3-point shot by Wong Wei Long, and then they're still striking. It's still anybody's ball game so far.
The Iguara makes his free throw. Good form for a big man. 78-74 with 2:43 seconds left in this game.
Hong Kong back to their man-to-man defense. The problem is Hurt will always be open from the outside.
And we see Hurt now trying to find his teammate, but he dribbles in and
good.
loses the ball.
Impressive defensive stand by the guard there, moving his feet, keeping his hands high, moving his feet on that dribble.
Do you like that move by Stephen Hurt trying to attack the basket?
It's a good decision, but you got to be more decisive. If you won't be decisive with it, might as well pass the ball out and set a ball screen.
And now Marcus Elliott got the ball on his hand, trying to find the Iguara, and he finds him for an easy layup. And now it's 78-76 with 2 minutes left.
That's the value of having a dominant big man inside. During crunch time, you have somewhere to go to.
Asho trying to take over this game probably now, but ball stays with CLS Knights Indonesia.
Esho is, he's been scoring well. He has 16 or 18 points so far, but he hasn't been doing it very efficiently. That looks like that was off Esho though. That last play.
But it's not reviewable right now. So ABL fans, fasten your seatbelt. We got a good one at Gor Kertajaya, Surabaya right now.
It's a good game so far. Very entertaining, very exciting, and it's just the start of the season, and we're having games like this. It feels like a playoff game to me.
It does feel like a playoff game to me too. So this is why ABL is in their biggest season right now. And Jawado shoots a 3 for CLS Knights Indonesia, and he makes it. And now CLS Knights Indonesia have an 81-76 lead.
Big shot by Jawado.
And now Marcus Elliott misses the layup. Jawado recovers the ball.
Elliot, tough night. He's missed a bunch of shots, a bunch of layups.
And now Arif Hidayat playing a big minute right now for CLS Knights Indonesia. Stephen Hurst pass it to Arif Hidayat. Got it by Lee Key. Now Brandon Monte double team pass to Stephen Hurst. Misses the layup, but I think that's off the Iguara. But the shot clock is
Intimidation. The Iguara was right there in the paint with great help intimidating Hurt.
right now with 5 points.
Lots of basketball to be played yet.
Marcus Elliott getting a screen from the Iguara. Trapped downstairs by Elliott.
Those will be free throws.
He draws the foul, and now he's gonna. This is good though. They stopped the clock and they could score.
Yep.
This is gonna be really big, as we remember last season
Big.
against Hong Kong Eastern. They made a big run also at the end, and the game went to overtime. And CLS Knights Indonesia lost a heartbreaker at the start. I think I remember that was early in the season too, last season. And now Elliott takes the free throw and he makes it. Elliott, man, he's a veteran guy.
Yeah, that's a vet for you. He's been struggling the whole night and comes down, makes the first of these two big free throws.
So we'll see if Elliott can make it. His second free throw. And he makes it, and it's a one possession game again.
Again, the CLS Knights finishing will be tested. Their
Yes.
composure down the stretch.
So now, almost 60 seconds left in this game. Brandon Monte one-on-one with Adam Zhu.
Wong Wei Long is not in the game.
Yes, this is very big minutes for Arif Hidayat. And now this two-man game between Brandon Monte and Stephen Hurd. Passes to Arif Hidayat, who gets the ball. Pass it to Stephen Hurd, fakes Sam DeGuara. And that's a big shot from Stephen Hurd.
Huge make by Stephen Hurd. But again, DeGuara leaving his feet. He is tall enough to just stay on the ground, get his hands up, and it'll be a good contest. But when you leave your feet like that, you take yourself out of the play. And he's just, just made it a lot easier for Stephen Hurd to knock down that crucial jumper.
So now Hong Kong with Marcus Elliott bringing the ball up. We don't even see a lot of Eric Ferguson in the last couple of minutes for Hong Kong. Now they go to DeGuara on the post against Stephen Hurd. Overpower him. Great defense from Stephen Hurd. That's what they want to see from Stephen Hurd. Big shot though from Stephen Hurd.
You see DeGuara leaving his feet. He doesn't need to.
I think Sam gonna watch this game again and probably watch that defense by him.
He would foul because Sam DeGuara has 4 fouls.
Sandy Kusuma inbound the ball to Arif Hidayat.
Yeah,
Fouled
foul.
directly by Chant.
Now, if you're Hong Kong, then you gotta force, some of the Indonesian locals to receive the ball and force them to make free throws. Try to avoid Esho getting the ball. Deny Esho.
They're gonna go to Stephen Hurd, and that's a quick foul by Eric Ferguson. Stephen Hurd, who just hit a big shot. Now
He will be tested now. Testy free throws.
this is gonna be
Coming up.
crucial. It could make it to a 3-possession game.
Make sure that ball is dry.
Taking his time in the free throw line. See Stephen Hurd from Kansas State University. He hits his first shot,
Wet. Ice cold right there.
and now his second shot to put the CLS Knights up by 7. And Stephen Hurd makes his second shot, and right away a timeout from Coach Edu Torres. And Marcus Elliott gonna inbound the ball, I think, to Lee Key. Lee Key gonna get an open look. In and out.
That was a good look though.
That was a good look, but it was in and out. And now Esho got the ball. Hong Kong got a foul. And just like that, Chan fouled Esho, who gonna walk to the free throw line. And he could put the dagger in this game with his 2 free throws. Esho got 20 points in this game right now before these free throws. It bounces it in.
Not the prettiest of 20 points. He's 30% from the field, but he's still getting the job done despite his struggles.
And now Esho can put this game away with his second free throw. Esho slowly taking his free throw, and he makes it a 9-point game with 18 seconds left.
There you go. You want to see good finishing from the CLS Knights? This is proper finishing for this squad.
Yes, with a couple of good defensive plays and good offensive plays as well. And now CLS Knights Indonesia gonna win their first game in the 9th season of the ASEAN Basketball League by beating the Hong Kong Eastern 87-78. What a ball game though, Josh.
Fans definitely here in Surabaya were 3-1. Heck of a ball game. Very excited, very high quality shooting, very physical, high emotion. What an ABL game this was.
And a lot of CLS Knights Indonesia fans gonna be so happy because they always worry about finishing the game. And now we can see the growth of this team by finishing the game really calm and just executing offensively and defensively really well.
You got that right, Rocky. You know, just a couple of days, you know, just a quick turnaround. That's good coaching from Coach
Brian Rossum.
Brian Rossum, and you know, right now the only way to go from Indonesia is up. You know, build through this. You know, they've seen the capacity. They've shown the capacity to learn from their mistakes. Now, time to grow from their success.
Now we see the teams praying at mid-court. But what do you think happened to Hong Kong though in the last couple of minutes of the game? They were like close. They almost went up.
Yeah, good defense from the CLS Knights. Let's get that right. But again, a couple of sloppy possessions, rushed possessions by Elliott, and then turnovers here and there for Hong Kong led to easy baskets by Indonesia and making it more easy. But again, credit Indonesia for their hot shooting. I mean, Jawato, hot shooting from the outside and really lifted his team up.
This is really interesting because Brandon Monte was very quiet in the first half.
It was just able to deliver the right time. There's the three by Jawato. And let's not forget also Stephen Hurt.
Yes, Stephen Hurd, we cannot
Yeah.
forget about him.
Yeah, that
Definitely.
nice little jumper started the ball game. A crucial jumper at the end of towards the end of the game, and crucial stops against the giant, the behemoth in Sam Degara. Stephen Hurd was really able to hold his ground and prove that he can hang with the giant.
And I think Stephen Hurd might play a very big and pivotal role on the defensive end for the CLS Knights Indonesia because the Guara, I could say he's a little bit struggling the whole game because of foul trouble and because of the defense of Stephen Hurd.
But here you see your boy Jawato delivering for his team.
He almost got 20 though. He got 19. He told me he's gonna get 20 points before the game.
It's good enough though.
It's good enough. As long as it's a W, I think he's probably pretty happy with his performance.
Again, as we see, both great shooting for both squads. You know, Leaky, Wong Wei Long were able to hit big threes, but here the turnovers, you know, timely, ill-advised turnovers by the Long Lions towards the end of the ball game in the fourth quarter really spelled their doom.
This is Eric Ferguson was pretty quiet too in the last couple of minutes. They didn't go to him. They're trying to go to the Guara. Eric Ferguson finished with 18 points for Hong Kong Eastern.
That was a big shot by Wong Wei Long. So
And this is also a big shot from Stephen Hurd.
getting the guard off his feet with a pump fake, stepping inside, 1-2 step, knocking down the mid-range J. That was a big shot.
Yeah, you have to be really.
And right after
That's
that
the-
possession, getting that defensive stand, great defensive stand against Tiguara. And not to mention, he knocked out 2 crucial free throws.
Yes, he did. And now we are back here. And Josh, thank you so much for your analysis tonight.
I had fun, Rocky. I know it's your first time
This
being
is
the
a-
play-by-play guy, but you did an admirable job, and it was a great game. I'm happy to have the chance to call it with you here in Surabaya. Great win by the CLS Knights, and hopefully we're looking for them to continue their winning ways. And for the Hong Kong, that's back-to-back losses now. For the Long Lions, let's see if they can bounce back from their current woes.
I appreciate that, Josh. And now let's eat probably. We're going to have some dinner together. We're going to talk more basketball. So, guys, thank you for tuning in for tonight's game. So we'll see you guys next game.
Good night.
Good night.